Hello everybody, welcome to Dad Bob's. It's nice and chilly out today. You got snow on the ground, snow up on the mountain, a lot of snow up on the sea up in Cedar. I wonder what Brian had got. Remember I told you I forgot my kit back home for a hike in Sedona? So I kind of wanted to break down and show you what I bring for the hike. And here's my bag actually. So it's an Eberly stock. Give you the size comparison to the one I bought at Walmart. It's a little, not too much bigger. It's a little bigger. This bag's like, around 20 bucks or less. This bag, the bag alone, pushing 200-300 maybe. Can't remember. I bought this back in 2014, I think it was 14 or 15. It was. I took it with me on deployment and stuff, but as you can tell, this is why I like these little Molly tie downs. You can put all the attachments you want. It's not that heavy either, so I can pick it up with one hand, right? And I do have a bladder in it. I'll show you. I'll break everything down. But yeah, let's do this layout real quick. Show you what, because I got a little hike. I got a little hike coming up. I've been wanting to do, since snow is hitting the ground, I've been wanting to do like a snow hike. A buddy of mine is like, go snowshoeing. I haven't done that, so kind of, there's a few hiking spots right around Cedar City Mountain that people say it's pretty beautiful out there, and I kind of want to see how it looks with a lot of snow. All right, let me do this layout real quick. All right, it's my little layout. Before I go on any hike, like I said, I lay everything out. I'll show you my bag, my Everly stock. You don't ever have to really go this expensive. You can always try different methods. I'm retired veteran. I'm a retired Army vet, so I crossbreed my stuff with military items. So I wanted to show you how I do my bladder in here. So these run for like 12 bucks at Walmart, right? They pop, or you always get new ones. But I always love bags where you can just lay your bladder in there, and then my whoopee will go here. Like, I'll put it here and everything will kind of go around my bladder. And I have these little Velcro straps on both sides, whatever side I want to run the tube for drinking, right? And then I actually I don't have anything in the sides yet. This is kind of what I bring bare minimum with me. If it's just a 1 mile, even if it's just a 1 mile hike, right? Even that 1 mile hike can turn into you sprain your ankle and you're staying the night outside. So that's kind of why, and everybody's packing list can be different. You just kind of find, we used to do these layouts in the military where it's like, this is the packing list, you have to bring this, can't take away from the packing list. You can add to the packing list, but you can't take away to it. So I kind of did my own personal hiking packing list where I have these minimal items and they don't leave the bag just in case of an emergency, right? So I got my always a beanie. Heat leaves through your, so I'm no expert, but everybody says heat leaves through your head. So always bring a beanie. Bring a little cap too, just in case of sun. One of these towels, actually, it's a really quick drying towel, and it absorbs a lot of water. So if you get wet crossing a river, or you fall in a river, you need to dry off, you can really quickly dry off with this, and then just wring it out, put it on top of your bag while you're walking, dry in like less than a half an hour easily. Tourniquets, this one's a little different compared to the military one. This is, you know, there's no Velcro. You actually put it around your arm and you pull that red tab as hard as you can. Once it's tight, you do like 1 crank instead of 2 on the little windlass here. And I still pack a kid one just in case. Actually, come to think about it, I should add 1 more tourniquet. But there's a little survival kit I have, little fire starters, an e-tool. I like this e-tool better than the Army one, to be honest. It's smaller and actually it has a pick, you know, and it can turn into, it flips up a regular shovel or like a pickaxe. It's pretty cool. And I actually bought all this. It came in like a black survival kit at Walmart for like 20 bucks. So there's multiple compasses on it. Yeah, compass on this one. Actually got a compass on the handle. And then also I actually have a first aid kit. You want to get a first aid kit where you, just in case you need to do some sort of stitching, right, to close up a wound, or pressure bandages. So it has all the traditional band-aids, ointments and everything, but I also have in there bigger wounds, just in case you come think about it. When I was in Tennessee, I was fishing along a river, and his mom and 2 kids were out on a little hike. Half a mile from the car there, from the parking lot, there's a little waterfall, and they're just sitting by the waterfall. She got up, slipped, and hit her head on the rock. Her skull, when she hit the rock, the skin of her skull and everything just peeled back, so you can see pretty much the top of her head. And yeah, I ran to my car, grabbed the first aid kit. I put a pressure bandage, not a pressure bandage, but I put a bandage to cover, and then got her some first aid, got her to the hospital. Also, like I said, my will be kind of give you the bare minimum bring, even if it's like a 1 mile hike. If I decide I'm pushing the 5 miles, I'll start walking 5 miles or more. I'll start bringing, I don't have it here, it's in my storage. I have a little Katoma, it's called Katoma. They have it's like a 1-man pop-up tent without having to put rods or anything. It just folds out, pops up. I'll put a link in it, I'll show you exactly the one I have. But yeah, when I go hiking, always thinking safety first. It's not that I plan on camping out there, but you'd like to plan to camp out there just in case of a bad scenario, you know. So what else? Let's see, I bring dry food. I don't really eat it, I just have it as an emergency, right? So I'll still pack my own food for the day. And then yeah, this little ruck, I'm not gonna lie, I did like this little budget bag. It was really nice. It was really nice. You know, you kind of see how well it is for less than $20 compared to, you know, pushing $200-300 bags. Stain material, right? I have padding on the back. It has this mesh woven padding, which is really comfortable to the back. Not really any padding, just right here on this on the straps. I didn't like how the bladder was fitting in this, so what I did is I got 2 water bottles that fit on the side, and actually makes it look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And then yeah, and like I said, that's the reason why I like my MOLLE attachments, because I have more bag room. These are all spaces I usually sometimes put extra water bottles in the sides. When I go camping, I'll put the tents, I'll split the tent in half depending on what size tent I bring, either if it's a 2-person tent, 4-person tent, or just a single person. My single person tent actually just goes right here on top. It folds into like a little circle, and I can put it right here on top of everything. But yeah, this is kind of the bare minimum I bring to hiking. Like I said, I'll take away, I won't take this away, but I'll add to. So if I have clothes I want to add to it, anything I'm gonna stay the night with, just in case, I'll add to. Always good, bring emergency. But here's the cool part. I am actually going to give this away. So I've been talking to it's called Southern Utah Cast Drop. They reached out to me, my other company. They reached out to me. It's like, hey, if I wanted to do a giveaway, yeah, I'm gonna go toss this to them and see where they want to go hide it. So follow for more, for sure. This week I have something pretty cool I'm gonna take the kids to up in Salt Lake. So yeah, follow my channel and see the cool stuff. I don't only do hiking, so that's that too. Is because I'm going to go on a hike and don't plan on I just want to show you how safe I am when I go on a hike, and when I do anything I always think of safety first with my kids, my family, right? So like, even if I go out up to Salt Lake, I still have an aid bag in my vehicles, and that'll be for another video. I'll show you what I have in my aid bag. I keep one in both vehicles. And then I got fishing coming up. I think we're gonna try some ice fishing. I know a buddy of mine was up on the hill. He was doing some ice fishing. I haven't tried that. I don't want to do that. So yeah, follow Dad Bobs, and then we'll have some fun together.